When it comes to Down to Earth, this is the kind of episode that the previous episode, done on Monday, done on Monday, should have been. Now the pressure's really on, as the William ruse no longer works, and William's dad is looking for real answers. He's done playing games, and thanks to Sissy, so is the administration. The jig is up. The entire trickery of keeping William's real location a secret is about to be blown big. If this episode could be described as one thing, it is every bad thing everywhere it could be all at once. Except there's a light at the end of this tunnel, thankfully. Jeremy's at it again with another Frankenstein scheme. This one is the most important one. He's building a multi-agent system himself to finally deal with all the replicas all at once. And he's actually taking his time with it, unlike Marabunta 2 seasons ago. This is Jeremy's ace in the hole. But he also discovered one thing in Cold Sweat. William was actually materialized to stop Yumi and Odd before the Colossus was summoned. Due to that, he realized the way that he can set the real William free and get them out of their real world predicament once and for all, and finally have the team at full strength again. But this requires a big plan of multi coordination. Odd and Aelita are off to set up the William set free plan, while Oric and Yumi are off to deal with William until the program can be launched. And sure enough, the plan works, but at the cost of the skid Vladimir, because a big bad Colossus is back, and it wrecks the virtual ship once it can finally reach it, due to the fact that there are no Ryoka warriors left to defend it, seeing that it one-shots everyone. William is finally set free, and he doesn't remember being under control of the big X-Man, thankfully for his mental state and for William's father's sanity. But the damage has been done. The Ryoka warriors are out of options. Yes, the Colossus has been dealt with for now, but now it's time for the final battle to take place. Either either Jeremy's plan of a multi-agent system actually works, or it's game over. Xana holds all the cards, as he has for the last 2 seasons proper, and now he's ready to lay it all on the table. It's an all-in gamble next week as we talk about the true final episode of the series. Well, the original animated series. For now. Appropriately called Fight to the Finish. But as far as Down to Earth goes, this is how you've set up the stakes for what will come next week. everything has led to these next two. And I mean everything. And it is beautifully set up. The tension on both sides of the world divide could not be higher. Every plot line, every move, every time Xana attack, the final William battle, everything feels tense. It feels like a part one to a two-part finish, which essentially it is. Because Lord knows we don't talk about the episode after that one, called Echoes. Because pretty much it's a useless clip show epilogue where the only good thing and the only new thing we get out of it is a goodbye sequence. But everything feels undone, even in the show's effort to tie it all up. That's all I'll say about 95. But as for 93, it most certainly wins the day big time as the setup to the end of this fantastical journey. There's no more playing around. The next time you see me next week, it will be episode 94, which will put to a proper end nearly a year and a half. That's right, a year and a half of reviews that started all the way back on January 17th of 2023 to honor Koleoko's 20th anniversary will end 21 years after the canonical start a week later as I give you my opinion on the true final episode, Fight to the Finish, next week. And for all those that have stayed in, and for all those that will find these videos later, and future Lyoko content from me, because God knows this show and its memory ain't going anywhere. I thank you. One more, Diana. One more. And my thanks to you will finally be complete. It may not be a podcast without danger, but I hope the nearly year and a half of work pays off. I'll see you next week. This episode is definitely a 6 out of 6. It is possibly the strongest episode this season. Not only because it is, but because it has to be. Until next week, find peace.